With this story time, I'm gonna explain to you guys my high school days and stuff. And on top of this, I wanna make a video on just my riding days, because like through both these story times that I'm making right now, I was riding throughout like this whole time and stuff, and like that's a whole nother story that I can explain for you guys to know like exactly how like I got better at riding and stuff, and like who I used to really ride with and stuff, and like all types of people and stuff. And I want to explain that in a whole nother video, because it's really that much stuff that I can really explain, that I can make like a whole nother video and stuff. And I'm really not explaining everything in these videos, just to let y'all know, because there's just too much stuff. Like, I really lived a life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, everybody lived a life, you know? Everybody has stories like this, but they just don't speak on it, you know? And I'm just speaking on it. But there is so much stuff that I can't just speak on everything, because these videos will be like hours long and stuff. And maybe I'll make like part twos of these videos one day, but maybe not. I don't know. I am gonna get to explaining nowadays eventually and stuff too, but I felt like I had to explain these days first to get to those days, because I don't know, man, it's just like I feel like it wouldn't make too much sense of who I really am if I don't explain all the stuff that I experienced as a child growing up and stuff. And I don't know, man, it's just, or as a teen and a child growing up, you know. So like I felt like I had to explain like everything, you know. And that was the perfect time for some reason. Like, I don't know, I just felt like explaining all this stuff now for some reason. When I was in 8th grade, I moved out of the house that I was at, that I was telling you guys about, but then I moved back to that same house. And well, when I got to high school, I moved back to that same house that I was telling you guys about in the first story time about my childhood. And I told you guys a little bit about the other house that I lived at, that was a little bit further. And I went to like 2 different schools because of living at the house. I was in a different location and stuff. And like when I got to high school, I like pretty much went through my whole freshman year in high school, and then like the last few days of high school I got kicked out because like during testing I I don't really fully remember what I called this one substitute teacher, but I was playing around, bro. I'm pretty sure I was playing around. I was like, yo, polar bear head ass, or something like that. And bro, they kicked me out because of that shit. Like, they suspended me. And then like this one teacher that I guess had a problem with me, like she just like figured out something. And then like, bro, when I went to school like the next year, they told me, you're not even enrolled in this school. Like, you're supposed to be at this other school that was the location for the other house that I lived at. And at the time, like during the summer, I moved out of that one house that I was living at, and I moved back to the house that I was living at over in the other area that I was telling you guys about, that's in the other story time and stuff. And somehow they found out about that, and they used that as an excuse to just not let me back into school and stuff. And bro, I had like a girlfriend that I was like completely in love with and stuff. And when that happened, it really messed our relationship up, because she had very bad trust issues and stuff, and she really thought like I was messing with other people and stuff in other schools and stuff, and like I really wasn't and stuff. But I did have a lot of friends that were girls and stuff. And on top of that, like, I didn't explain this in the other story time, but before I left to those other schools, the elementary school that I went to was like an elementary school and a like it was a middle school too, and I already knew everybody there. So when I went to high school, like all those kids that were going to that school went to the high school that I was going to, and I just knew everybody there and stuff. And I had some friends that were girls that I was cool with and stuff. And the girl that I was going out with was like so paranoid and stuff that she got one of her cousins to go to the same school as me and literally like be a spy on me and shit. And I'm pretty sure her cousin talked shit about me because I was always with girls and stuff, but I never did anything with those girls. I was just really cool with them and stuff. I used to sit at lunch, I used to sit with a group of girls and stuff, but I was like real deal friends with these girls. Well, one of them I actually ended up dating, but it was like years later I started dating her and stuff, but I never really like messed with her. Well, I did mess with her in high school, but it was after me and that girl broke up and stuff. And like, bro, I never really been the type of person to cheat on anybody and stuff. And bro, this girl just like she she really had really bad trust issues and stuff. And that shit like it what that teacher did, like moving me to another school, that shit like really messed up a really good relationship. Like I feel like if I would have continued going to that one school, like me and that one girl probably would have continued dating. We probably would have still been dating right now, like type deal. Like I feel like our type of relationship was like that deep in a way, but me moving to another school really messed that up. But another thing I wanna say is I just want to show you guys this to clarify, or not clarify, but just to make it clear that I'm not a cheater like that. Like when I was in 5th grade, remember I was telling you guys that the school I was at had elementary and middle schoolers in the same school and stuff. And when I was in 5th grade, I don't know if you guys remember, but I was telling you guys I've always had friends in like pretty much all types of ages and stuff. Like I had friends in middle school already and stuff, and I also knew girls in middle school and stuff. And when I was in 5th grade, I was going out with this one girl that was in 5th grade, and then one of my friends in high school, or not high school, but fucking middle school, like was hanging out with these girls and stuff. Then I started hanging out with them too and stuff. And then this one older girl that was like in 7th grade started to like me and stuff. And when I was in 5th grade and stuff. And instead of me going out with both of them, I broke up with the 5th grader that I was going out with, and I started going out with the 7th grader. But if I was a dog like that, bro, I would have just kept dating both of them. Like, but I didn't. Like, and I never did nothing like that to nobody, really. Like, I never been on no whole shit like that, bro. But with this relationship that I was telling you guys about with a girl that I met in high school, shit just started getting like so messed up. And for like any parents watching this, if you got kids, bro, and you just decide to move them out of like the school that they're going to, you shouldn't really do that, bro, because that really messes up like a lot of things. Like your kid could really be cool with a whole bunch of people in that school and stuff, and then when they go to another school, it's like, damn, bro. Like I my cousin right now is 15, and he's going through the same thing and stuff, but he doesn't know anybody. But for me, it was different because I told you guys I went to 2 different schools and stuff. And before I went to that high school, I went to a middle school, and that's where I met some people that also went to that high school. So it wasn't like I was by myself and stuff, which I had some friends and stuff that I made and stuff. And if I didn't do that, I would have been like in high school pretty much by myself type deal, which my cousin was telling me the other day. He was telling me that, bro, he doesn't know like nobody in his school. Like he just be like by himself and stuff. And like, bro, I know that has to suck, because when I went to that middle school for like a little bit, I was like, I didn't know like not one person there and stuff. And or actually I knew one girl because she went to the same middle school that I went to, but then they moved her too to that other middle school that I was going to. But I didn't know her like that, and she was in a grade under me too, and like it's not like we were like sitting with each other at lunch and stuff. It was like, bruh, like I was really for a minute I was there for like I was there by myself and stuff, and I just wanted to explain that for people that decide to move their own kids out of their school that they're going to and stuff, because that stuff like it really sucks being a kid that fucking has no friends in school. You feel like a fucking loner, you know. And my cousin was explaining that to me the other day and stuff, and I just wanted to add that in there. But back to the topic that I was talking about. When I moved schools, this girl started going crazy and stuff. I remember, bro, like one time I was at a skate park. I was at a skate park and the music was playing real loud, and she called me. And bro, like I don't know why she thought I was at a club in the middle of the like day, bro. It was probably like not the middle of the day, but it was like 4 or 5, maybe like 6 or something. And she just started snapping on me, thinking that I was like around a whole bunch of girls and stuff. And like, bro, she just did a whole bunch of things that showed like she had really bad trust issues with me and stuff, like being around other girls and stuff. And that like really messed our relationship up, because after that, like, she just started to do things that started making me have trust issues too and stuff. And it just started getting worse and worse, to the point where like I really felt like she definitely, I think still to this day, like she definitely cheated on me and stuff, but I don't really know for sure. But from her doing that, I started to talk to other girls and stuff, and like pretty much like I was gonna cheat on her, but she caught me and stuff. And like I just, like, the only way I would really cheat on somebody is if they do me wrong like that. And like, bro, I love that girl so much that I, like, even though I knew she was probably cheating on me, I just didn't want to break up with her and stuff. And then on top of that, she just like kind of started just driving me like crazy in a way where like it got to the point where I had to break up with her. And like I didn't really want to and stuff, but I had to. And like I'm just explaining all this for people, or for really parents out there that don't really know what changing their kid from school to school comes with. Like it really comes with a lot of stuff. Like your kid will like really go through certain things, you know. And I'm just trying to help anybody out there from getting into these types of things, bro, because you know what I'm saying, it was definitely something that left me in like a deep depression, going through all that and stuff. Like, well, really just that breakup. Like I really liked that girl a lot, like a lot, bro. Like I really never liked nobody like that girl. Like I really thought like that was the girl I was gonna stay with for a while, bro. And us switching schools and stuff, really, it really messed us up. Like it was so bad that she was trying to come to the school that I went to and stuff. Like that's how bad it was. And it was really messed up, bro. But I just want to explain that for you guys, because you know, like I'm just trying to help everybody out, you know. And I try to use my own life experiences to help people out. But all right, I'm gonna get to another story now. Bro, when I was younger, I used to do like the most craziest things. Now that I think of it, like I'm gonna just tell you guys one story. It was like, this is probably the worst time that's it like or the closest time I ever got caught, bro. But like I used to sneak into that girl's house that I was telling you about. I used to sneak into her dad's house. Like they lived in a condo, and I used to have to like go there at night. I would ride my bike there sometimes because my mom wouldn't let me keep her car the whole night and stuff. And I would ride my bike to her house. I had a clean ass little volume too. It was a red volume. I wish I had a picture of it so I could show you guys. It was a really nice bike. And I used to hide my bike inside of her like patio closet. and I would climb up her roof and then sneak into her window and stuff, and I would spend the night there like all the time and stuff. One time midday, I ain't even finna cap, man. I was beating them booty cheeks, bro, you know what I'm saying? Well, at that time, I wasn't even really beating none, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have too much control, you know what I'm saying? Them virgin days, or, you know what I'm saying? Them days you just lose your virginity, you know what I'm saying? That stroke game, it ain't there, bro, you know what I'm saying? For me, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It changed now, but I'm just saying, at that time, you know what I'm saying? It was like 2 claps, stop, 2 claps, stop. But one time, bro, one time I was clapping them booty cheeks, man, in the middle of the day, and her dad came home, and she was yelling like loud, bro. I was, you know what I'm saying, I was doing some type of work, you feel me? I was doing something, a little something, and bro, while I was clapping them booty cheeks, I heard the front door close, and bro, we both just stopped and like looked at each other, and I was like, bro. And then I just like, I didn't have time to put my clothes on or nothing. And bro, I had to hide like right by this dresser, booty naked. I was completely booty naked, bro. Like everything out, bro. I had to hide by this dresser where I was literally sitting like this by the side of a dresser, and her dad came knocking on the door, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm sitting in the corner like this, and she tried to stay by the door so her dad wouldn't come in all the way in the room, and he did. He ended up walking in the room, and bro, I literally, from the side of my eye, like from like this, like I'm sitting there like this, like trying to hide myself, booty naked. Just reminded y'all, I was straight up booty naked, bro. I was hiding like this, and bro, he was talking to her, and literally I could see his face and his head and shit, and I'm like, oh, bro, like this nigga's gonna want to fight me, and I'm butt naked right now, bro. Like, damn, bro, like, damn, I'm over here thinking of like a million different things, bro. I was just like, damn, nigga, like, what am I gonna do, bro? Like, this is just like, man, what the fuck, bro? And then she just like calmed him down and stuff. She said she was watching TV or some shit like that. I don't really remember. It was a long time ago, but what I do remember is, bro, I was booty naked, and her dad was like literally like right there, bro, like literally, and he didn't see me somehow, bro. And like, bro, that was the closest time I ever got caught to having sex with like anybody and stuff. And bro, that shit was just like, man, that's a crazy memory, bro. I would never forget that shit, bro. I really thought that I was gonna have to like figure out some crazy shit. Like I thought I was gonna have to dive out the window or some shit, booty naked, bro, without grabbing my clothes and shit, or fight the guy with my clothes, no clothes on, bro. It was just like, bro, like, damn, man, this is like the worst situation you can possibly get yourself into type deal. But he didn't see me, bro, and whew, that shit was just like, that was a crazy moment, bro. I done a lot of crazy things with that girl. I feel like, bro, one time we went to Adventure Island. I bet she still remembers this shit too. I I um I went to Adventure Island with her, and we went inside the wave pool, and at that time, like, we were like into like just having sex like anywhere, bro. There was like people swimming around and stuff, bro, and I hit it one, like, I didn't really hit it, like I didn't really finish or nothing, but like, you know what I'm saying, I stuck it in for like a quick minute, you know what I'm saying, put the stroke game on. For a quick minute inside a wave pool, bro. There was like people swimming around and stuff, bro. That was like probably the craziest place. That's definitely the craziest place I ever had sex at. Like, that was a world record for me, bro. That girl used to be on some crazy shit, bro. She used to just be like on some, like, bro, I remember one time she tried to get me to have sex with her while I was driving down the street. in my mom's car, bro, like on some crazy shit. Driving down like this one road that's like a beach and shit. Like, man, we was just on some crazy shit, man. And remember, I was telling you guys that the cops always used to come to the house that I was living at, right? And bro, I remember this was definitely when I was like a sophomore in high school, bro. My brother still lived at the house, and he even became a bigger trapper and shit and stuff. And bro, one time, bro, so many cops came to the house one day, bro, and I didn't know what the hell the cops were there for, bro. And I remember like I heard somebody pull up in the driveway, and I always used to just look through the like through the window, through the blinds, like a little bit, to the point where like you wouldn't notice that I looked through it, even if you were looking, type deal. And bro, I remember, bro, I right when I looked, I heard a car pull up. I looked, bro, and it was a cop. Like, he pulled into the house like it was his house, bro. And then they started knocking on the door, banging on the door, bro, and I didn't open the door, shit. And then I looked again out the window, bro, and there was more cops. Then I looked through another window down the street. There was cops down the street, cops driving by. I was like, bro, damn, man, what the hell happened now, bro? And then I don't remember how I figured it out, but I think somebody called me, and I had a cell phone at the time and stuff, so I think somebody called me and stuff. But man, my brother fucking, he got pulled over. He had a little, for the people that know about cars, he had a little EF, but it had I think it was a B18 in it, and it wasn't boosted at that time, I don't think, but he did boost that car eventually, but then he sold it too. And bro, he got pulled over. I don't really remember the full story, but he got pulled over, bro, and as he was pulled over, he just drove off, bro. He hauled ass, and he got away from the cops, but they knew who he was and shit, bro. And bro, that shit had the whole neighborhood flooded, bro. Like, man, that shit was crazy, bro. Like, and that's not the only time the whole neighborhood got flooded because of that house, bro. There's a time that I got arrested too, that the whole neighborhood got flooded again too and shit. And then while I was like probably I feel like I already wasn't in school and stuff. This is when I was selling weed and shit, and I just started selling weed, and I had a little bike shop job. Bruh, people used to steal cars still in the same neighborhoods. People were still stealing cars and shit, and fucking, bruh, there was always like every couple days, bro, there was like a group of cops just like fucking posted up in a certain area, and then we'll find out that the area that they were posted up at, there was a stolen car there and stuff, and they found it, and shit like that just always happened and shit. And when I got arrested, like when I was like probably like I was like 19 or something, I think, or 18 when I got arrested. Bro, the cops pulled up hella deep on my ass, bro. Like, but they had the whole. Remember, I was telling you guys in the other video that this block was like a U and shit, right? They had, bro, I remember I looked out from my sliding door of that house, you can see the other side of the U. And bro, I remember I seen there was like 5 cop cars in front of my house, and then on the other side of the U, I seen a cop car just sitting there. I was like, bro, what the hell, man? Like, man, what the fuck? And that shit was just crazy, bro. Like, man, I'm telling you guys, it's really real. Like, bro, that house that I really lived at, like, bro, there was just all types of shit that just happened, bro, that was just, like, crazy, bro. Like, that house was really the house on the block that was, like, music playing real loud, people yelling, fighting, and all types of shit, bro. Like, just crazy shit, bro. I remember one time I came home from school one day, and I don't know if I think I came home from riding one day. I used to ride around the area and stuff, street ride and stuff, and remember I was telling you guys that my stepdad, he used to be outside in the front. He was a mechanic, so he always used to be outside in the front working on cars, drinking beers with his friends and stuff. And I remember there was this one little short person that was, bro, all these people that my stepdad hung out with were straight Spanish, and my stepdad don't talk like really no English at all, really. And all his friends were the same way and stuff. And bro, there was this one short guy. And then my next door neighbors were Cuban. Not the person I was telling you guys about. That's Michael. He was like Cuban and white too, but this was on the other side of the house, not that neighbor. But they were just like, bro, they were all Cubans, like straight from like Cuba type deal and stuff. And all I remember, bro, is I came home one day and they were kind of arguing. Then when I walked by, like they kind of calmed down because my stepdad was like, "Hey, bro, like just chill, man," like but in Spanish. And as soon as I went inside, bro, they just started going at it again and stuff. And remember, I was just telling you guys that I used to peep out the window and stuff, but you wouldn't be able to tell like that I was looking through the window. You know, like bro, I used to like, let's say like this is the blind, I would just like pull it up like a little bit and I would look like that, but I would have like a clear view of the whole front of the house and stuff. And I used to do that like all the time and stuff. And bro, they started bumping, bro. And bro, I seen the little short Spanish guy, bro. He straight up dropped the my next door neighbor, bro, straight on his head, bro. Straight on his head. And bro, when the guy got up, this little Spanish guy was like, "Man, what's up, man? What's up?" And like fucking was about to keep fighting, and the fucking my next door neighbor was like, "No, bro, like I'm good," and he walked home. But this was all in Spanish and stuff, bro. Like, this is why I was telling you guys I wish I would have started vlogging a while ago, bro, because I just like I really had like so many life experiences that would have been like cool to put on camera and stuff. And like, bro, there's just like so much stuff that I've been through and stuff, like to fucking riding motorcycles to street racing and stuff. Eventually with the smoking stuff, my mom found out that I started smoking, and she just like, my mom's cool and stuff, bro. Like she didn't really care that I smoked like that. And then she started telling me to not smoke at the park and stuff because she knew how the cops would always pull up there and stuff, and she didn't want me to get in trouble. And then she allowed me to smoke at my house. And then after that, bro, like, bro, my house became that house where like everybody was smoking and stuff at the house and stuff, but not inside. But well, when I became a little bit older, my mom kind of wasn't even at the house when I was living there. When I was selling weed, I was literally living by myself, kind of. Like, I just wasn't paying rent. But I was literally at the house by myself, selling weed with, like, hella people over, smoking inside and shit. I used to cook my own food and shit, and all types of shit. But, when I was younger, though, like 15, bro, I had, like, remember I was telling you guys my next door neighbor's name was Michael. He was a pothead. Then Grandpa Steezy, he was a pothead too. Then the other person I started BMXing with, we just all became potheads, bro. And like I always stayed cool with these people, except for Andre, bro. He recently did some things to me, bro, that's just like, wow, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna explain that here, bro, but just know, bro, I'm not the type of person to just cut people off like that. I gave him multiple chances on this chance, bro. Like, and even back then he's tried me, bro, and still, bro, like, it's just, there's certain people that you gotta let go, bro. But bro, we were all stoners and stuff, bro. And on top of that, I had that girl that I was with. She was a pothead. Then my sister, she was a pothead, but my sister's a little older than us and stuff. And bro, my sister used to just drive us around and stuff. And she always had weed. She had a job and stuff, and she used to fire us up and shit, and fucking all types of shit. But I had my weed too and stuff, you know what I'm saying? My mom used to hook me up with money back then and stuff, and I would just spend it all on weed and stuff. And then the girl I was with used to buy weed too and stuff, and we just like, bruh. And then like my next door neighbor would buy weed, bro, and we used to like really just like be in the backyard getting baked, like baked completely. And I want to tell you guys about a story too when my brother found out that I smoked and I was in high school and shit. He fucking he found out that I smoked. He wasn't mad or nothing. He he went, he grabbed a Toro bong that he had. And bro, my brother was known for selling like the gases weed in this area type shit. And bro, my brother had, bro, I remember back there, bro, this thing used to just he used to just straight give me fire ass weed, bro. Like shit that was like, bro, I would go up to my friends and shit. They would have some regular ass weed, bro, and I have some weed that just have like, bro, you take like 2 hits of that shit, your ass gone, man. Like, and bro, he had this Toro bong, and now that I think of it, bro, like, damn, dude, I didn't at the time. I didn't really know about it because I wasn't too much of a pothead, bro. But bro, he made me rip the bong, like. He made me milk it until it was like cloudy to the point where you cannot see through it at all. And then he made me try to rip it, and I just started coughing like crazy. And I remember the strand that he fired me up on and shit. It was called Senzi Star. Or, yeah, Senzi Star, I think, or some shit like that. And, bro, that shit got me so high, bro. I literally, right after that, like after that smoke session, I went to my room and I was laying down. And this was so long ago that when I would smoke, bro, my eyes would become bloodshot red. And I remember my mom came home and I was laying down on my bed and she asked me if I was okay. I was just so high, bro. I was like, bro, I was so high that I was talking quiet. I didn't even want to move. Bro, I was like scary high, bro. And another time too, I remember, bro, he took me to the mall, which the mall that I went to had a movie theater thing, and I was going to meet up with that girl that I was telling you guys I was with and stuff. And bro, on the way there, we smoked this was so long ago, bro. Well, my brother never really smoked backwoods, but this was before the backwood days, bro. I started smoking backwoods when I was probably like 16 or 17. This was before that, and bro, he fired me up on a Swisher. He don't even smoke Swishers no more either, bro. Like he strictly smokes papers and shit now and stuff. But bro, he fired me up on that Swisher, bro, and I was just not prepared to be that high, bro. And then I went to the mall, bro. I was like, bro, I remember I was telling you guys my eyes used to get like super red. Like there was no missing that I was high out of my mind, bro, when I was high like that, bro. And bro, I met up with a girl, bro, and she just like, she knew instantly I was higher than a motherfucker, bro. Bro, I was so high that it's like, there's a high where you get high, bro, but at those beginning stages, you get to that high where it's like, it's scary to be that high, man. Like, you get kind of paranoid high. I remember I was so high that when we went inside the movie theaters, bro, I was scared to walk by security, but I thought he was gonna like try to arrest me or some shit because I was literally that high. I know my eyes were bloodshot red and shit. I remember that same day, bro, I got some head inside the movie theaters. And bro, that was the first time I ever got head that high, man. That shit felt so good, man. I just gotta keep it real with y'all, bro. Like, man, I really lived a pretty fun life, bro. And I feel like for anybody out there, bro, if you're young, bro, just live your life, bro. Like, don't take everything so serious. Like, I wish somebody would have told me this. Like, don't take everything so serious, bro. My phone storage got full. I was really sitting there talking to you guys, or talking to really nobody, for like at least 10 minutes or something like that. And I said so much stuff that was like so important to growing up for anybody out there. And I'm just gonna remake another video. I'm just gonna make a part 3 for this because I said like some real jewels. Like what I'm gonna explain about that is like some jewels to life. I feel like for like a lot of people that are younger and they're growing up and they're just really out here thinking that everything's it, and the way life shifts and stuff, and these young people don't really know how things are gonna end up, is just something that I just want to help people out with. And yeah, that's really it. But I'm just gonna have to make a part 3 for this video. So peace out, Sam Gang.